Good morning, everybody. We're just leaving the camping car site at Mont Saint Michel. I'm glad we're leaving there because we can't say it. It's a bit of a damper morning this morning, a bit cooler, but it's quite nice because it was quite humid last night. But we've had a really nice stay here. It's a nice site. We would use our camping cars again. To come out of the site, I just put my code in that I used, the same code that I used to get into the site, so that worked out really well with us not having a card. So yeah, very simple system when you know how. So we've had a really nice time at Mont Saint Michel. It was well worth a visit, well worth the money to go into the Abbey. And the site's busy, but we booked it beforehand. But I mean, I would imagine in summer it's pretty chock-a-block really. So if you can book it, then it's a good idea too. But yeah, we've enjoyed it, Mr. E, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it's good experience. Good
experience. 2 nights was enough for us. Ready to move on now. This morning we're moving on to a place called Vannes. It's a walled town. Looks really pretty. Moving sort of on down a little bit diagonally down southwest really. It's about a 4-hour drive. We're just going to take it steady. We might stop and get some gas if we see somewhere that's around, but that's about all we need. But we don't really need any either, do we? We just somewhere.
We don't really need any. It's just a case of we might as well if we pass. It'll be an experience.
Yeah. We haven't filled it up abroad yet. So we're staying at a site called Camping La Conleau, which is about, I think, 1.5 miles from Vannes. So tomorrow we're planning on walking into Vannes and having a bit of an explore. We've just booked 2 nights here because I think one day, full day tomorrow, will do what we want to do. So I booked it through the Axi site, and I got a €7 a night discount, which made it €19 per night, which I think is a fantastic price, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I did it through the Axi site. I assume I'll just have to show my card when I get there, which is fine, but I'll let you know if there's any problems with that anyway. But yeah, certainly worth booking through the Axi site if we get that sort of discount. I mean, that's nearly another night paid for, isn't it?
Yeah, we like that, don't we?
We do like that. So yeah, just arriving here. Nice ride we've had as well. So
yeah.
I'll nip into reception.
Yeah, so we've just arrived at Camping La Conleau. Jules has just gone to check in. We'll get checked in and we'll get sorted, and then I think we're just going to have a little walk down. There's like a little peninsula opposite the campsite, so I think once we get sorted we'll just have a little walk down there, so we'll bring you back then. Bye for now. So yeah, Camping La Conleau at Vannes. So we've got pitched up. There's also a camping car park here as well. Here, look, future reference.
A few people in there.
Yeah.
Don't know how much it is a night, but.
So we're just going to this afternoon. We're just going to have a walk along that little peninsula piece of land. Not sure what's out there, but we'll have a walk and we'll bring you back if there's anything to be seen. And so tomorrow we're going to walk into Vannes, which I'm assuming is not like I can see anything of Vannes, so I'm assuming it's just round the other side of all that woods, trees. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's behind them trees. Right. Yeah. So yeah, we'll wander out. Yeah, so we've just walked to the end of the peninsula. Well, I'm going to call it a peninsula. I'm going to call it Conleau Peninsula. Jules is racing off. Obviously very popular as a boating place for mooring up. I suppose it's a bit of a safe harbour or a safe mooring point.
Place, isn't it? Really pretty.
Yeah.
Very popular on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. We're today at Van. We're at Camping La Conleau. So I'm just going to take you through the journey that we had from Mont Saint-Michel to here at just below Van. So here on the map we started at Mont Saint-Michel. So we went down through, we're here, down the D776 to Pontorson. We picked up the N176 right down here, right down through to Dinan, where we picked up the D766, and we took it right down to Caen, which I think it's pronounced, where we went round there, skirted around the motorway, and then down we caught up with the D166. So I went down that way, and then we came down the D166 here, skirted on the N164 and picked up the D166 again here. We took it right down to Plermel, right down to Plermel, and we picked up the N166, where we went on to this one, and then we came in the N166 just comes in past Elven, right down here into Van, and because we're down here at Conleau, we went down here around the top of Van and then joined Conleau down here, and that's where we are today. So it should be a very easy walk around here, following the river up into the centre of Van. So there we are, that was our route yesterday. It was about 100 miles.
Well, yeah, 60 kilometres.
So it was probably about 120 miles yesterday. Yeah. It took about 3 hours, and we just stopped for an hour for some lunch because we were a bit early. So we just pulled into an air. And that was our journey. So we arrived at the Flower Camping La Conleau at Van. Went into reception. The lady spoke really good English. I paid the balance of the 2-night stay. It's worked out about £17.50 a night for the 2 nights, so that's really good value. So a nice grass pitch, bit slopey, but and the toilets and showers very clean, very fine. Washing up facilities, good. So everything's great for £17.50. You can't go wrong, can you? So we're just on the pitch here. So obviously we've got the toilets there. We've got a bar and restaurant there. We've got an indoor swimming pool there that's heated. So there's a lot of sort of statics, cabins, lodges, tents, all sorts of things here. There's 2 toilet blocks. There's a laundry. So yeah, this is our pitch for the next couple of nights.
Mm-hmm. And this is the air down here,
That's
isn't
the
it?
air,
That they have.
So if you didn't want to pay the £17.50, but it didn't actually say how much it was on the display outside. But I don't think for £17.50 you can go wrong with all these facilities, really. But if you didn't want that, if you didn't need that, then there is the air. And you've got the laundry next to the air. So if you're just wanting somewhere to stay and have a walk and do your washing, then hunky-dory. But yeah, it's sort of got everything that you need.
We were saying earlier about a motorhome service point. There is one, it's there.
Ah, right, okay.
We were just wondering that we haven't seen one when we're walking around, but it's just there, so down by block number 3. Yeah. So, yeah, good.
So yeah, happy days.
Right. We shall
move on to Van.
Head off into Van. See you later.
We will. See you soon.
Bye. Yeah, so we've just left the site. We were going to walk up the road up into Van, but we've picked up the path that runs along the side of the bay. It takes you out and brings you back, so it's probably a bit further than walking straight up the road, but
more pleasant.
More pleasant. So
we're not stuck for time.
We'll continue on up here. Just saying, it is a very popular boating place.
It is, lots of boats.
Lots of boats and boat yards. So yeah, we're just starting. Yeah. We're just
the running route as well.
Yeah, it's well, biking, walking, running, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Very nice.
So we're just starting to come round, I think, which this bit now will start to take us up the river.
Yeah.
Towards Van. So yeah.
It's cooler today. I think you're all having it nicer at home than we are. Judging from the messages I've had. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's probably better for doing things.
Yeah. So we'll head on a bit further. Yeah, so we've been going about 25-30 minutes, and we're just sort of now heading. Well, I think we're literally on the sort of outskirts of Van now, aren't we? We're just starting to head up the river. So again, very nice path that.
Yeah. Easy to get into Van, I think.
Easy to do. So yeah. If you're at that campsite and you're walking up this way, then
I think that's the closest campsite to Van.
Yeah, and I'd say that's quite a nice route to do it, whether you're either walking, biking.
There is a bus stop outside the campsite. The buses are every half hour. So if you're not so mobile, then there is that option.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we've just arrived at Port de Van.
Port de Van, yeah.
Port de Van.
So this is as far as you can go with the water.
Yeah, taking us. Well, it's 2.5 miles, isn't it, from the site to this point? Yeah. I mean, it's taken us about 50 minutes, which is more than we'd normally do. But we have been stopping to take some photos and.
Yeah. The tourist office is just behind us, just as you come off the end of the water then, if you want any help or pointers or anything. But there is a good map there that shows you sort of all the main buildings. So we've taken a photo of that and we'll see where we're going to head from here.
Yeah.
But a really nice walk actually, very easy. So in front of us there is Port St Vincent, which port is the word for door. So the doorway to St Vincent.
So yeah, I think we'll walk up there, won't we, and have a look.
That's the gateway into it, I think, really.
Yeah.
There looks some lovely restaurants.
Yeah, there does, doesn't there?
We are going to treat ourselves today to a meal, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We've just walked through the Port de St Vincent. In the old town now. It's a Monday, quite a few places seem to be closed Mondays. The other thing we've noticed as well, there's a lot of building work going on. I suppose it's a constant ongoing task keeping these buildings with the age of them and the fact that they're all rendered in most cases. We'll just spin you around, and nice little square we've come up on. Nice little shop and building there in the corner. They obviously didn't have a spirit level in the days when that was built.
They're very quaint though, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, so we've just stopped at this little delicatessens.
Delicatessen cafe.
Delice Cafe. Just having a deux cappuccino. S'il vous plaît. Good job I got Jules with me.
May we?
Anyhow, we got sat down here and we were saying about the buildings, and I'm impressed with this one next to us, although unfortunately this side's got scaffolding on it. But if I just show you, apparently it's up for sale, so Jules has just asked me if I'm thinking of buying it. Look at that for a building, eh? Very quaint. Grand designs, eat your heart out. So we've just had a nice coffee. The rain came down slightly, but not too bad. Sun's shining now though, so it's brightening up.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
Yeah.
It's fine though.
So we'll just continue our little walk into the old city, which is renowned for its old buildings, as you can see in front of us, and the cobbled streets. All very pretty.
It is, yeah, it's got a lovely feel about it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah. Very colourful buildings as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, very individual.
Paint them up. So the area we're in at the moment is Place Henri IV.
Place Henri.
Place Henri. Again, a rather slopey building.
It is 500 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah, true. So we'll let them off. So everywhere you turn, isn't it, in this whole part of the town, is that there are old buildings.
Rue Emile Bergo. Where's the mayor of Van?
That there is. It's and then there's a mixture of new as well. As I say, quite a lot of, not so much down this street, but on some of the streets, quite a lot of scaffolding and large,
A bit like the Forth Bridge, really, isn't it?
large blocks of wood holding doorways up and things.
Cathedral of Saint Pierre.
Yeah. We've got a board there. Cathedral, don't know whether you can film in here. Obviously doing a bit of work as we're just walking down a corridor of OSB and 4x2 I should think. Maybe 3x2. No, 4x2, definitely 4x2. So the Cathedral Saint Pierre.
Saint Pierre.
Yeah, an impressive Gothic style cathedral known for its stunning architecture and beautiful stained glass. Well, hopefully the shots of the stained glass will come out.
They were quite stunning.
It took over 600 years to complete.
Yeah.
In Van.
I knew a cathedral was coming handy.
Yeah. Sharp shower in Van. A bit of a sharp shower, sir. We're in trussed up now like turkeys, aren't we? And waterproofs.
It's like we're on Scarborough Seafront, isn't it?
Anyhow,
we're out. It doesn't
yes,
matter.
we're out. We were looking for the prison door or the prison gate, but we found the ramparts instead. So we'll go and see. We'll go and have a walk around the ramparts. I don't know how far you can walk on them. But we'll see.
Now.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's a bit hit and miss with the weather today. Anyway.
So I think that there, which is very pretty, isn't it?
Oh,
that is
nice.
the garden of the ramparts, I believe.
It's beautiful, isn't it? How pretty.
It is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really pretty.
Very well kept. Yeah. So we'll walk round.
They're poppies. They look like a sort of poppy, don't they?
I think they are poppies, aren't
poppies,
they?
yeah.
Those sort of lighter greeny ones. Or the lighter.
Well, I think they're all poppies.
Are they all poppies?
Aren't they? Apart from the purple ones.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if it's coming from that way, it's brightening up now, so we'll be alright.
It's a bit humid now.
Yeah. So yeah, the ramparts, well, I certainly give you a good view looking back. So the ramparts themselves, medieval city walls, date back to Roman times, and they offer a picturesque view over Van. So far, I wouldn't disagree with that, would you?
No, I wouldn't. No, it's beautiful.
So they include, along the way, tower gates, bastions and fortified bridges.
I don't think you can.
But I don't think we can get any further because
no, there's not a lot that you can access.
that's blocked
really.
off, isn't it?
Yeah. Seem to be doing a lot of work to things, don't they?
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
But yeah, the views of the gardens are lovely.
We've just come outside of the rampart and we're just heading up to this area is classed as a medieval quarter. So we'll head up here and see what we can see. So the gateway in front of us is what's known as the prison gate, and this used to be the gateway to the prison. So there we go, we found it, the prison gate.
Prison gates.
We've walked through it a few times and didn't think it was that.
No, I kind of expected it to be a gate,
yes.
Not a gateway.
So we've just come up from the rampart gardens, up onto a little bridge area, and then as you can see in front of us again, it starts again. So we're just getting ready for our first set of oysters and snails. So we've gone for a plate each and we're going to share.
Yeah, we're going to share them, so that's fine. Yeah. So we've got some wine and a beer.
Yeah, and some water.
So that we can wash it down. I've tried snails before.
Yeah, I've not tried.
Them, but Gary hasn't.
No,
so
I've not tried either. Might need a bucket as well.
35 years. But we're sat in a bit of the restaurant where nobody else is, so we can spit out if we don't like it. And then I'm having some sort of fish, and Gary's having a steak.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know what that's like. Excited?
So here we go.
3 oysters.
3 oysters.
Some snails.
Some snails with mushrooms.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, so are they in shells or are they?
No, they're empty shells.
Well then.
Yeah, there's no shells there. Can't tell what's a mushroom and what's a...
Well, that's mushroom, I think, isn't it? That'd be a snail, won't it? Here we go then. First French snail.
Just like a mussel, really. All right.
Yeah, just like a
Like a mussel.
like a mussel. Nice sauce.
It's nice. Yeah, we can dip the bread in that, can't we?
So we haven't had to pick them out of a shell.
No.
I don't know whether I feel I've done
Feel
so.
cheated. Nice sauce though.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have
very
them
nice.
again.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Tried them. That's good, isn't it?
That's a mushroom. You have that one.
No, yeah, no.
Well, I think you've had more than me. Well, less than me, anyhow.
I don't think I have. I think I've had 2.
I don't know how many there was actually.
You have what's left and then I'll dip some bread in. They were really nice.
So very nice.
Really tasty, that.
Enjoyed them. It's nice.
It's lovely, isn't it? So you'd have snails again, would you? It is a bit like a cockle or a mussel, isn't it, really?
It is, yeah. Quite, yeah, a similar sort of, which is fine. But no, they were nice then. So, oysters next.
Oysters.
Not had one of these before, so I've no idea.
We've seen people eating them though. We always wanted to try them and we just haven't.
Here
I'm going to go
goes.
for it now.
I don't know whether I can get it all to go down without me.
Really nice though. Really, really
There
nice.
we go. That's 2 firsts in the space of about half an hour.
Cheers, Mr. E. Well done.
Cheers. Cheers.
Happy La France.
Yeah, so they've just we've just got our mains. So Jules is having
a
a
big dollop of
fish on
some rice
on
with lots of
rice
vegetables.
with vegetables.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of fish it is.
No.
I haven't found a fish I don't like yet, so I'm quite
Well,
happy.
no, that's true, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we should be
Lots
all right
of nice
there.
vegetables, so happy with that.
Yeah, and I've gone for a steak with potatoes and some salad. Looks very nice. So we'll have this and come back to you, let you know what we thought. What did you think to that, Mrs. E?
That was really, really nice. That fish was one that came from here. It was a Merlot or something.
Yeah, something like that,
It wasn't a Merlot red wine, but it was something like a Merlot when I asked the chap. It was something that comes from around here.
Yeah.
It was a white fish and it was beautiful. I really enjoyed that.
Good. Yeah. I have to say, mine was very nice as well. So we've had a very nice meal.
Really nice time. Yeah. We don't eat out that often because it's, you know, one, it's too expensive, and two, we don't really want to. We're quite happy when we're in Annie just to preferably cook outside, if not just eat what we eat at home.
Yeah,
so it's a real treat when we come out.
Yeah. And we've tried two of the three things we said we wanted to do. So the only other one that we haven't done yet is frog's legs. But not sure we've seen them on any menus when we've been looking around yet.
Maybe it's not allowed these days.
No, I don't know. Maybe
there's not enough frogs around. I don't know. Is there a shortage of frogs?
I don't know.
Like, can they use
or
toads instead? Or?
It's maybe a bit more upmarket and beyond our beyond our realms. So yeah, maybe we need to look at a bit more upmarket restaurants. But yeah, overall very nice.
We've had a lovely time. It's
nice
a typically French restaurant, which is what we wanted. And, you know, just trying different things. We don't like to go away and try things that you can have at home.
So
we did walk past a Subway, didn't we?
We did, yeah. We avoided it. So we're going to finish our drinks and then we'll probably head back. So I think we'll leave you there for the day.
We'll leave you there with our escargot and oyster.
Yeah. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Hello, yeah, so we're
stopping where?
Yes, we after that lovely meal we've just we decided to walk back. Unfortunately, although it's been sort of raining a bit, it's suddenly become very heavy just as we're more or less getting to the campsite entrance.
Never mind. We'll be having a shower when we get back.
How many miles have we?
About 8.
So yeah, about 8 miles walking up there to the van and then back along the same path. I don't know, you'd maybe cut half a mile off if you maybe went the roadway because of the way it goes, but that's more of a
probably
pleasant...
gone 3 miles round the van, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's more of a pleasant route.
Yeah, it's very pleasant.
So
we don't mind getting wet really, not when we're going back to the van.
We hope you've enjoyed our journey round van.
Yeah, it's been lovely. Snails and oysters.
Yeah, snails and oysters in
van.
Just
frog legs to go.
Yeah. So we'll catch up again with you in the morning when we leave van and we head somewhere else. But we don't know where yet.
Yeah.
Because we haven't
winging it.
Quite decided.
We're going across there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just, we've had a look at a few places, haven't booked anywhere, so we'll probably just go and see if they've got any vacancies.
Yeah.
If not, we'll move on somewhere else.
We will.
There's always an air. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a shower, get my hair washed.
Yeah.
And get fat.
Yeah, so we'll catch up with you tomorrow. See you then.
See you
Bye.
Bye. Au revoir.